Have you noticed that after 50, things that once felt automatic, standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, keeping your balance, now take a little more effort? You're not alone. Many people assume this decline is inevitable, or that fixing it requires intense workouts, heavy weights, or punishing routines. But what if that assumption is wrong? What if strength after 50 isn't about doing more, but about doing smarter? The horse stance offers a powerful alternative. This ancient, equipment-free movement looks simple, yet it challenges your muscles, joints, and nervous system in exactly the ways an aging body needs. No gym, no impact, just 1 to 2 minutes a day, done anywhere, to support leg strength, balance, joint health, hormones, and confidence. Small effort, big return. Stay with me through this guide to discover how just a few minutes of stillness each day can change how your body feels, moves, and ages after 50. Why simplicity matters more after 50. As we age, the problem with fitness isn't a lack of willpower, it's complexity. Overly complicated workout plans, long routines, and fast-paced movements often look impressive. But for adults over 50, they frequently backfire. Joints take longer to recover, old aches flare up more easily, and the risk of injury rises when exercises demand speed, coordination, or heavy loading. Add in busy schedules, family responsibilities, or low energy days, and even the best program becomes something you meant to do but didn't. Motivation fades when workouts feel intimidating or painful. That's why so many people start strong and quit within weeks. What the body truly needs after 50 isn't more intensity, it's smarter stimulation. Low impact, high return movement delivers strength and stability without draining your energy or stressing your joints. The horse stance fits perfectly into this approach. It asks very little from your schedule and equipment, yet gives back consistently. Just minutes a day, no setup, no noise, no recovery days required. This is minimum effort paired with maximum consistency, and consistency is what actually rewires strength, balance, and confidence over time. Because aging well isn't about doing everything, it's about doing the right thing, regularly. Leg strength after 50 is about far more than muscle tone. It's about independence. Every time you sit down and stand back up, climb a flight of stairs, or carry groceries from the car, your legs are doing essential work. When those muscles weaken, daily life quietly becomes harder. The horse stance directly targets this problem by activating the entire lower body at once. As you sink into the stance, your quadriceps support the knees, your glutes stabilize the hips, your hamstrings assist with control, and your calves keep you grounded. All of these muscles work together, just as they do in real life. What makes the horse stance especially effective is continuous engagement. Unlike bouncing or fast repetitions that briefly load a muscle and then release it, this static hold keeps your muscles turned on the entire time. That sustained tension builds functional strength and endurance, the kind you need to stay upright, steady, and capable throughout the day. For adults over 50, this matters because static holds are safer and more joint-friendly. There's no sudden impact, no twisting, and no momentum stressing the knees or hips. Your muscles strengthen without your joints paying the price. Over time, this translates into easier movement, more confidence, and less reliance on others for simple tasks. Strong legs don't just help you move, they help you stay independent. And independence is one of the most valuable forms of strength there is. One of the biggest concerns people have about exercise after 50 is joint pain. Knees ache, hips feel stiff, and the fear of doing more harm than good can stop progress before it starts. This is where understanding isometric loading makes all the difference. In simple terms, isometric loading means your muscles are working hard without your joints moving. You hold a position, create tension, and build strength without bending, bouncing, or pounding. Traditional impact exercises rely on repeated motion. Every step, jump, or fast repetition sends force through the joints. Over time, that wear and tear can irritate cartilage, strain tendons, and leave joints inflamed. Stillness-based strength, like the horse stance, works differently. The joints stay in a stable, aligned position, while the muscles around them do the work. As you hold the stance, your tendons and ligaments, Those connective tissues that stabilize joints gradually adapt. They become stronger and more resilient without being overstretched or shocked. This controlled tension is exactly what aging joints respond to best. For people worried about knee pain, hip stiffness, or long-term joint damage, the horse stance offers reassurance. You're not grinding your joints down, you're building support around them. Think of it as reinforcing the frame instead of stressing the hinges. This is strength that protects your joints, not fights them, allowing you to move with confidence instead of caution. Core strength that protects the spine, not cosmetic abs. When most people hear the word core, they think of flat stomachs or six-pack abs. But after 50, core strength has nothing to do with appearance and everything to do with protection. Your core is the support system for your spine. It's what keeps you upright, balanced, and moving without pain. The horse stance strengthens this system in a quiet but powerful way. As you hold the stance, your deep abdominal muscles engage to stabilize your torso. Your obliques activate to prevent twisting or leaning, and your lower back stabilizers work to keep your spine tall and aligned. This isn't flashy muscle work. It's deep, functional engagement that supports you during real-life movements. A strong core improves posture by reducing the forward slump that often develops with age. It takes pressure off the lower back, which can mean fewer aches when standing, sitting, or walking for long periods. Everyday actions, getting out of bed, turning while driving, standing in line, become easier and less fatiguing. This is very different from crunches or planks, which often strain the neck, shoulders, or wrists and can aggravate back pain. The horse stance builds endurance-based core strength, teaching your muscles to support you over time rather than for a few intense seconds. After 50, that kind of lasting support is what truly keeps you mobile, comfortable, and confident. Balance, proprioception, and fall prevention. One of the most subtle and dangerous changes that comes with aging is the gradual loss of balance. It doesn't usually happen overnight. Instead, it shows up quietly. A missed step on a curb, a brief wobble when turning too fast, or the habit of reaching for walls, just in case. These small moments are early signs that the body's balance system isn't as sharp as it once was. At the center of balance is proprioception, often described as your body's internal GPS. It's the system that tells your brain where your joints, muscles, and weight are in space. As we age and move less, this system becomes less precise. The horse stance helps retrain it. By holding a wide, grounded position, your body must constantly make tiny adjustments to stay centered. Even though you look still, your nervous system is actively recalibrating. Over time, this improved body awareness leads to more confident walking, especially on uneven or slippery surfaces. Your reactions become quicker and more controlled, which significantly reduces the risk of falls. And unlike balance drills that require standing on one leg or using unstable equipment, the horse stance trains balance safely. Both feet stay firmly planted, minimizing risk while maximizing benefit. This kind of balance training builds quiet confidence. You move through the world with less hesitation, less fear, and more trust in your body, something that becomes increasingly valuable after 50. Pelvic health, circulation, and vitality after 50. Pelvic health is rarely talked about, yet it plays a major role in how we feel, move, and enjoy life after 50. Changes in circulation, muscle tone, and hormonal balance are a normal part of aging, but that doesn't mean decline is unavoidable. The horse stance gently brings attention back to this often neglected area in a natural, respectful way. When you hold the stance, deep muscles in the hips, pelvis, and lower abdomen activate together. This creates a steady increase in blood flow to the pelvic region, supporting vascular health and tissue nourishment. Unlike isolated exercises, this engagement happens as part of a full-body movement, making it feel functional rather than clinical. For men, improved circulation and muscle engagement can support performance and control by strengthening the structures involved in pelvic stability. For women, the same activation helps improve pelvic floor tone, which is closely linked to bladder control, stability, and comfort in daily life. These benefits aren't about appearance or vanity, they're about preserving independence, confidence, and quality of life. There are also ripple effects. Better circulation and relaxed, controlled breathing can improve mood and reduce tension. Many people notice better sleep and a renewed sense of vitality over time. Feeling more connected to your body often brings a quiet confidence that goes beyond fitness. After 50, staying well isn't just about adding years to life. It's about adding life to those years. Mental resilience, training the mind through stillness. The horse stance may look like a physical exercise, but its real challenge often shows up in the mind. After the first few seconds, the body begins to feel the effort. The legs may shake, discomfort rises, and a familiar inner voice appears, urging you to stop. This moment is where the mental training begins. Learning to stay present instead of reacting builds a form of resilience that many people lose as life becomes more stressful with age. By focusing on slow, steady breathing, you send a calming signal to the nervous system. This helps reduce cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, and prevents the mind from spiraling into panic or frustration. Over time, this practice strengthens emotional regulation, the ability to stay steady even when things feel uncomfortable or uncertain. This resilience doesn't stay in the stance. It carries into everyday life. When plans change, when sleep is disrupted, or when stress appears unexpectedly, your response becomes calmer and more grounded. You've trained yourself to sit with difficulty without immediately needing to escape it. Think of the horse stance as emotional armor. Each time you hold it, you're reinforcing patience, focus, and inner strength. Aging brings challenges, but it also brings the opportunity to respond differently. With this practice, you're not just strengthening muscles, you're strengthening the mindset that helps you move through life with greater confidence and calm. Hormonal balance and natural energy support. After 50, many people notice changes in energy, mood, motivation, and even mental clarity. These shifts are often tied to natural hormonal changes that occur with age. While this is a normal process, it doesn't mean you're powerless. The body responds remarkably well to the right kind of stimulus, and the horse stance provides exactly that through controlled stress. Controlled stress is a mild, intentional challenge that signals the body to adapt rather than shut down. Holding the horse stance creates this signal without overwhelming your system. In response, the body releases endorphins, which improve mood and create a sense of well-being. It also supports healthier testosterone balance, which plays a role in vitality, muscle maintenance, and motivation for both men and women. Because the stance is paired with slow, steady breathing, it has a grounding effect on the nervous system. Instead of triggering anxiety or exhaustion, it promotes calm alertness and mental clarity. This balance between effort and relaxation is what helps energy feel more stable throughout the day. The key is consistency, not intensity. There's no need for supplements, extreme routines, or complicated protocols. Just a few minutes of focused, intentional effort each day reminds your body that it's still capable, responsive, and strong, and it responds in kind. Hip mobility, flexibility, and freedom of movement. The hips are one of the first areas to lose mobility as we age. Long periods of sitting, reduced movement variety, and natural changes in connective tissue all contribute to stiffness over time. When the hips stop moving well, the effects spread. The lower back takes on extra strain, posture suffers, and balance becomes less reliable. The horse stance addresses this problem in a gentle, controlled way. As you step wide and lower into the stance, the hip joints gradually open. The surrounding muscles and connective tissues are lengthened under light tension, encouraging flexibility without forcing the body into extreme positions. This is not aggressive stretching, it's active, supported mobility. And improved hip mobility directly supports lower back health by reducing unnecessary pulling and compression on the spine. It also helps you stand taller and move more efficiently, which improves posture and reduces the risk of falls. When the hips can respond smoothly, your whole body moves with more confidence. One of the most reassuring aspects of the horse stance is that depth is optional. Even a shallow position provides real benefits. Over time, small, consistent practice leads to noticeable improvement. There's no rush, no pushing through pain, just gradual, safe progress that restores freedom of movement where it matters most. Full body engagement without motion. At first glance, the horse stance looks like a lower body exercise, but in reality, it activates nearly every major muscle group in the body. While your legs support your weight, your core stabilizes the spine, your back keeps you upright, and your shoulders subtly engage to maintain posture. Even your feet and ankles work continuously to keep you grounded. Though nothing appears to be moving, your entire body is active. This kind of isometric strength requires constant communication between the brain and muscles. Your nervous system sends steady signals to maintain alignment and balance, improving coordination and control. This mirrors real-life demands, holding yourself steady while carrying groceries, standing on uneven ground, or maintaining posture during daily tasks. The efficiency of this approach is what makes it so valuable after 50. You gain full body strength without repetitive motion, heavy loads, or impact. That means less risk and more reward. It's a safe, time-efficient way to train the body to work as one integrated system exactly as it's meant to. One of the greatest strengths of the horse stance is how easy it is to fit into real life. You can do it anywhere, at home, on a patio, in the kitchen while waiting for the kettle to boil. There's no equipment to set up, no special clothing required, and no need for a dedicated workout space. This level of accessibility removes the most common excuses that stop people from exercising after 50. Short routines are also far more likely to be completed. A practice that takes 1 or 2 minutes feels manageable, even on low-energy days. And when something gets done consistently, it becomes a habit rather than a chore. The horse stance can serve as a daily anchor, one small, reliable action that signals you're taking care of your body. Sustainability matters more than intensity at this stage of life. A gentle practice done every day will always outperform a demanding routine done once a week. This is how real, lasting change is built after 50. The horse stance is simple, but like any effective practice, it works best when approached with respect and patience. For most people, starting with 30 seconds is enough to feel the benefits. As your strength and comfort improve, you can gradually build up to 1-2 minutes. There's no requirement to go deep. A shallow stance still activates the muscles, joints, and nervous system effectively. Progress comes from consistency, not forcing depth or time. That said, safety always comes first. This movement may not be appropriate if you've recently had surgery on your knees, hips, or lower back, if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, or if you experience severe balance issues. In these cases, it's important to consult a doctor or physical therapist before trying it. The goal is to challenge the body gently, not test its limits. When done mindfully, the horse stance becomes a safe, supportive practice that meets you where you are. Today, not where you think you should be. Stand up today and try the horse stance for just 30 seconds. Notice how your body responds. Then share your experience, like the video, and subscribe for more science-based guidance on staying strong, steady, and confident after 50.